The involvement of the Catholic Church in St. Joe created unique dynamics not present in other schools. Immediately noticeable was the high expectation of discipline and excellence demanded by the priests and nuns.
The discipline, came not only from football, but it came from the classroom too, because the nuns and the priests did not put up with anything. They were tough. They kept you straight.
Catholic schools were not terribly bad, except the nuns really knew how to pull hair. And the guys would always get their hair cut real short so that they couldn't get in there and pull your hair, because that used to be one of the standard things that they'd like to do.
The last man I would want to have to go to on campus for any type of disciplinary situation would be Father Tarsi. And he didn't care who you were on the football field, on the baseball field, the basketball court. It didn't make any difference. He wanted to know were you doing what you're supposed to be doing in his teacher's classroom.
Hell, you didn't mess up in his class, in his school. That's one man you didn't want to get sent to the principal office. And there's a big difference when you have nuns and priests running a school and you have lay people running a school.
The strict discipline was not gratuitous, but rather part of an effort to extract academic excellence from every St. Joe student.
I can tell you today the reason I graduated from college with an accounting degree was because of my experience at St. Joe with Sister Clarissa, who taught me bookkeeping and accounting. It was a great experience. She taught me the business side of the world instead of science, math, etc.
It was a little challenging because all of the teachers at St. Joe were very credentialed and excellent teachers in their specific subject areas. And it was a challenge, but they did take care and concern about you as a student, as an individual student, and would work with you and made sure their presentations reached everybody in the class. If you didn't get it, it wasn't because they didn't try.
Interestingly, the deep dedication to education possessed by the Sisters of Mercy also helps contribute a rather unexpected resource to the school: money.
Education has always been very important to the Dominican Sisters, who are our sponsor at St. Dominic Jackson Memorial Hospital.
We're the only Catholic healthcare facility in the state. We're also, St. Joseph's is the only Catholic high school here in this area. And so we have to be good stewards of resources. And of course, so we share this wealth with the school to help better them.
We've donated quite a bit over the years. The sisters wanted to be humble about that, but we've supported St. Joe.
The presence of the Catholic Church provides St. Joe with institutional structure, but it also removes a structural limitation that all public schools are subjected to. Unlike its peers, St. Joe is not bound by the lines of school districts.
One of the unique aspects of St. Joe's is that it pulls students from the whole metro area, not just one little pocket. It's from the whole community of Jackson, the metro area.
Whereas a lot of schools will have their students coming from a particular neighborhood, we're fortunate that our students come from all over the Metro Jackson area.
That where Murrah, for instance, was in North Jackson and was sort of regionalized to that area, we weren't. We received students from all over. Sort of a very, very mini Notre Dame approach where they receive students from all over the country. We receive students from all over kind of central Mississippi even.
I didn't think I would go to St. Joe, actually. I thought I would have gone to Canton High School, because that was the district that I lived in. But then my parents, they made a great decision for me going to St. Joe because of more of academic-wise. And they thought it would be better for me in the future, and which it was a great decision. I want to thank them for that.
While St. Joe only serviced students in grades 9 through 12, many students arrived already well indoctrinated into the school's culture. A system of Catholic elementary and middle schools implemented almost identical educational and spiritual curriculum, as well as a hard-nosed gridiron mentality that prepared young football players for the day they would become a St. Joe Bruin.
We had a little bus that went out there and brought people in, but that was an interesting phenomenon back then, because most schools were just little parochial schools in the neighborhood, like St. Mary's, Drew youngsters from the neighborhood, St. Teresa's from the neighborhood, St. Richard's from the neighborhood. We got them from all of those schools in Rankin County, and all these eventually became feeder schools for the sports program.
Before going to St. Joe, I attended St. Mary's, and there were other Catholic schools in the area. We played Holy Family, we played St. Therese, played St. Richard's, and what was unique was in grade school, those were your enemies, and you wanted to beat them.
Being a Catholic school and being the majority of our students came from St. Therese, St. Richard's, St. Mary's, the Catholic churches in the area, so you were going to get a mix of Lebanese families, Italian families.
St. Mary, St. Richard, St. Teresa was the melting pot. St. Joe was the melting pot.
But what was great, once you got to St. Joe and you were a freshman, all those people that you played against and knew and were your rivals were now your teammates. And it was wonderful because you already knew them.
While Bill Rayfield was the unquestioned coaching patriarch of the Catholic school system, young football players within the St. Joe watershed were also exposed to a unique assortment of equally passionate coaches prior to arriving at Rayfield's locker room.
St. Therese was fun. It was awesome. My 7th and 8th grade years, we were undefeated. Tommy Autry was our head coach, or the coach. Extremely memorable. I still use or steal Tommy Autry stories sometimes when I'm coaching, once in a while. Coach Autry come flying in on 2 wheels, get out of his car, roll up the sleeves on his dress shirt, because he's selling insurance then, loosen his tie, light a Camel no filter, and then we get to practice.
Well, I played at St. Mary's for Coach Finnegan, maybe one of the toughest coaches I can recall having encountered, from the 4th grade through the 12th grade. Coach Finnegan struck fear in the hearts of just about everybody that got close to the team. I think maybe even the parents were a little bit scared of him. His claim to fame was, I'm going to run you until your tom belly hangs out. He would line us up and he'd blow that whistle and make us run sprints, and he'd run us until we literally dropped.
St. Joe's Catholic identity, coupled with its ability to draw its student body from a wide geographic footprint, resulted in an unusual student body. The collection of students was both tightly bound emotionally as members of Mississippi's small Catholic population, and yet economically and ethnically diverse.
We grew up in South Jackson, and we were a little bit of an outcast. I always felt that way. But man, when I hit my campus at St. Joe, it was very special. Very special.
Another thing about St. Joe is you look at the diversification of the students. I mean, we had people that didn't make a lot of money. We had good medium income. I mean, we had some families that were, pretty wealthy.
My father was a great Catholic Italian immigrant, and he could not pay tuition. So he would paint the school in exchange for tuition. And it was fine. It went on. We did that at St. Teresa. He thought that was a great deal.
I'm not Catholic. I'm Baptist. Made no difference. Some people may look at Madison St. Joseph as a white school. Obviously, I'm not white. Didn't make a difference. You know what I mean? I was able to come there as a country boy from Port Gibson, Mississippi. Didn't know anyone. Where people may have already had friends because they grew up at St. Richard's together, and I made friends within a week. I never one day felt like I was out of place. I always felt like there was somewhere or somebody that I could go to and be able to express myself and not be judged. There was always someone that I could go to, adult or kid.
For me, what made St. Joe so special was the absolute camaraderie. My friends that were in public school that graduated in a class of 300, 400, did not have that intimate feeling about their classmates.
The old St. Joe was like one big family. Everybody knew everybody, and everybody was supportive of everybody. And if somebody's grandmother died, a mother died, or a father, or whatever, we were all there.